project of the season. We're out on Holy Cross today. We got a couple winch anchors that we're going to install for the Forest Service. Probably hear them rattling back there, back of the Jeep. So we're going to go all the way to the end, put one up at Cleveland, and then we'll make our way back down, install two more, hopefully fix some fence up there at the city. Should be a nice fall day in the mountains.
Back up about 2 feet. You got lots of room.
Lots of room. Yeah, heat them babies up. They'll stick.
Keep going back. Keep going back.
Going back a little more.
Okay, now forward, driver.
Oh, you're good.
Good. Yeah, you're good. You can come straight up. I was just about to say.
Pretty slick today on that first one there. That ledge is kind of greased. Took a little bit. We ended up having to winch too to get up that. So we'll hit that with an anchor on the way back down. Now we'll head up here towards French Creek. So we did make it up to Cleveland Rock up here. Over on that side in front of the Toyota, that was the original old line. There's still a winch anchor up there. We'll go look at that in a minute. And then the more newer line is this side on the left, where you follow that crack, hop up over here. So we are installing winch anchor for this side. That's where those guys are up here right now. We'll go check that out real quick. So trying to get it far enough over here so it's in some solid rock that we dug out, and then that'll be in line right there on this side and be far enough away so it's not in the road here, and we should be good on that anchor. But if we go clear over here, there's one of the old anchors right here up in this big section of rock right there, and then that lines up right where my Jeep and Cheston's truck is, right down on this side. So yeah, we'll see if we can pop this anchor in. These guys going. We use some really fast setting concrete anchoring epoxy, and get her set. This is probably the most famous obstacle, Cleveland Rock. You know, a lot of people really like French Creek, and that's a neat spot too. But for sure, Cleveland is, you know, the most famous obstacle on Holy Cross Trail. It doesn't go much higher above this because it runs into the wilderness boundary, so you kind of just have to turn around and come back down this huge rock face here. Holy Cross is Jeep Badge of Honor trail, so it gets a ton of use all the time. And you know, the trail's changed substantially over the last almost 25 years. The first time I came up here in my yellow YJ, first time. And you know, the obstacles change, and a lot of that's okay. That's just a natural progression of trails. But used to go up the right-hand side here at the rock, at Cleveland Rock, and now you know, it's more towards the left side. French Creek's changed quite a bit, and even that first obstacle, the really slick one, if it's wet out on this trail. So that's why we thought we'd punch in 3 new winch anchors, just to kind of, you know, help people change the structure that we use with management of the trail to meet the you know, the changing environment of the trail too. So we drove all the way to the end here, try and get this first winch anchor in, and then we'll work backwards down the trail. That way we're not holding a bunch of people up if they're trying to come up here and try Cleveland Rock. We'll do a little bit of we got another crew lower trying to work on the buck and rail around the city down there to keep people on the trail and off of, you know, the grass and the wet areas too.
35 by 40, and I've got a 12-foot side that goes in 4x5. Pulling to me.
So there it is right there. I painted that sucker red. It gets in line, just in line right there. So now people use a winch anchor. There's been a lot of winching. I mean, you can see the bottoms of these trees been wrapped in cable stuff on there, and even that one back there too. So now we got a new anchor right in line with the left side of Cleveland, all epoxied in. So she's ready to go. Holy Cross City is always pretty cool. Walk over here, see some of the old cabins, lots of foundations in places, and it's always a really nice spot for lunch. So those guys, while we were putting that anchor in up there, Brian and those guys rebuilt this fence, used a bunch of timber locks. Somebody knocked it over. There was tracks out there in the grass and the wet area, so that should be all good now. We'll head down to French Creek. So we're back down at French Creek. We're gonna pop one anchor in up here on the hillside next to a tree that's been winched off of a bunch. We'll show you that in a bit. So see if we can drill this hole, get some epoxy going, and get that anchor set.
What's my confidence broken in you?
I have a new GoPro lens.
Right there, you think?
Trying to separate it.
So we got the new anchor put in to the left side here, left side of the road at French Creek. About the same height. As you can see, a lot of people have been winching off this tree over here. There's a lot of damage to it. So now we got a new anchor right there. And then that point right down there to the middle of that obstacle. So it doesn't matter if you're on, you know, this side, my right side, or all the way over there to the left side, then you'll be able to reach this anchor. We got done with that anchor there on French Creek. We're headed down now back to that first obstacle. We're gonna put an anchor in down there. Probably have to be in the middle of the road, unfortunately, because there's really no good place to put that anchor on the side. So hopefully we can get it right in the center in a narrow spot so people straddle it. We'll obviously paint it red, but we'll head down here and check it out. So we got that first obstacle here, a little bit of a gatekeeper for Holy Cross. It's pretty dry now. It was really slick this morning after it rained last night when we came up. So there's not great places to get into over here. Everybody uses that big tree right there. So what we're gonna do is punch one in this huge rock face in the middle of the road. We're hiding it right behind a bump in that rock and putting it in the very center so people will straddle it. We'll paint it orange. Probably next year we'll put up a sign, let people know that there's a winch anchor in the road, just so nobody drives on top of it. But then that'll give us a straight line pull to clear over on this side of that, by that tree, or even on that side of it. So you'll be able to get to it from anywhere on that rock.
That's probably true.
So there we go, we got that one all painted up. Straight in line right there with the top of that obstacle, so if anything happens over there, you'll be able to pull right over here too. And we put it right behind this big ledge in the rocks. If you're coming down or going up, you're gonna be in that ledge there too. So it's not just sticking up all by itself for that obstacle. There we go. So we're all down at the lot, airing up after a good day on the trail. We got all three of those winch anchors in. Got that fence redone up there. Saw a couple people. It's a pretty slow day. Pretty slow day up there. So nice fall day, 1st of October today. You'll probably see this video way later, but it is October 1st on the day we're out here. So this is our last official trail project that we have scheduled for this trail season. So hopefully we'll have a number of things on tap, work for next year.